Hey guys, my name's Cameron Ring. I was Army National Guard, joined in 2012, and I wanted to say a few words about feelings regarding Ryder. But the first thing I wanted to start off with was actually a quote from Martin Luther King, and I think this is so relevant to this situation. But he said, "One day, the absurdity of the almost universal human belief in the slavery of other animals will be palpable. We shall then have discovered our souls and become worthier of sharing this planet with them." And I do think it's becoming palpable now, which is a perfect lead-in to Ryder. And just, I don't know, I wrote stuff down, but just talking on the real level, what more does it take? I mean, how many more horses have to collapse? He's not the first one. And unless this ends, he won't be the last one. I just don't know how many more horses have to collapse before we wake up and realize that these are not the exceptions. This is the rule. And I'll be honest, I was a skeptic at first. But as someone who is now been around abused horses all the time, I can tell you an abused horse will keep riding. An abused horse will keep pulling a carriage. An abused horse will keep pulling a plow. So the amount of abuse that it takes to get a horse to actually collapse is unthinkable, because they try so hard to serve humans. I mean, it has to be such a complete and a thorough abuse for a very long period of time before a collapse happens. So, I mean, and the fact that Ryder experienced that extremely long and complete and thorough abuse tells you that every horse is abused. Because what do you think? You think they just focused all their abuse, all their anger and whatever towards that one horse, and every other horse is fine? No, they're all fine. Just this one horse. We abused him so badly and so thoroughly that he collapsed, but every other horse is fine. Come on. That's not what's happening. They're all abused. He's just the one that became the martyr because he was abused before he got there. So it was easier to get to the point where he collapsed. And then the way that they handle it, they lie about his whereabouts. They promised a veteran group, Unbridled Heroes Project, that he was going to go to that sanctuary. They lied to veterans, which should tell you about who the union, and by they I mean the union. It should tell you all you need to know about the union right there. Lied to veterans, then lied about where he was. We now know he's not at a sanctuary. They refused to provide pictures, and they say that every horse is well cared for, and now we see this footage from Unbridled Heroes Project that they're not. They can't turn around in their stalls. They're skin and bones, and they have no water. And look at the footage. And this is from an industry that is under scrutiny. You'd think an industry that is under so much scrutiny would at least pretend like they are reforming, make an attempt to fool everyone into thinking they are reforming. They're not even doing that. They don't even respect the people of New York and the City Council of New York enough to pretend like they're reforming. They have such contempt for the citizens of New York and the City Council and really everyone, including veterans like Unbridled Heroes Project, that they will operate like this as if they have no consequences, because they don't. Because they don't. The union doesn't respect any of you in New York. And they sure as hell don't respect the City Council. So if that doesn't convince you that this industry needs to end, it's beyond reform, the industry itself is the problem, then I really don't know what will. So I'm just asking the Council of New York, just do the right thing for once. I don't know. It seems like such a simple thing, and it shouldn't be, because I mean, how much power do you want to give a small group of well-connected institutions, the union? All of New York is against this. Most of the country is appalled by this. Yet we're going to allow a small, well-protected, contemptuous group of people known as the Transportation Union to ignore all of that. Really what they're doing is convincing the city council to ignore all of that. So there are a few people on the council who want to do the right thing. So that's really what I'm saying, is just do the right thing. The carriage industry has had its chance. They refuse to pretend like they want to change. And horses are going to continue to collapse. How many times? If we let this go, then another horse is going to collapse in a couple months. And then we're going to play the same game. It's going to be the same game. Oh, this is just one horse. Oh, all the other horses are well taken care of. How long are you going to get played like this? So, please do the right thing. And just personally, to Mayor Adams, what are you doing? You sit there and you say, yo, you're this tough New York cop, but you are crumbling. You have a moment to stand up and take charge of a situation where the right thing needs to be done. It needs someone to be a leader in this. It needs a righteous person to have the courage to do what's necessary. And I'm really hoping you will be that person. I hope you will step up. So that's really all I have to say. I'm just gonna continue ranting, so I'll spare you all. But thank you so much. Thank you to Amy and Mark of the Unbridled Heroes Project. You guys truly are heroes. And without you, it would not have gotten this far. So thank you guys, and come on, New York. Let's do the right thing.